And now, if we look online, Rishi Sunak is refusing to make premature decision over HS2, Jemma. We're still talking about HS2.
Oh,
What's going on?
Imagine holding your conference in Manchester and then breaking... Well, he's not saying anything, is he? But it looks like they're probably just going to cancel the connections. You know, the whole thing about HS2, which has been incredibly divisive. And by the way, think of the amount of... buildings and wildlife
you could see some of it there,
demolished to make way for this. And we all know that the North is not well serviced
Live
enough.
in Birmingham, work in Manchester, play in London.
Absolutely.
Well, you're not going to be able to work in Manchester because it's not going to be going there.
No, and I always thought we didn't need quicker connections from the north to the south. You need better connections from north to north and east to west and all the rest of it.
Well, that's apparently what we have been told to expect, that the money that's going to be saved, which is 30-something billion, is going to be poured into people travelling in the north, east to west, west to east.
Rubbish. And come on, that is for the birds. He sort of just went, he started talking about potholes. It is absolutely reprehensible that they've been completely let down. This whole idea about levelling up, what a catastrophic waste of billions and billions of pounds to end in abject failure. It's just the most badly managed project. And you know what? If they'd really wanted it to be completed, they should have started it in the north.
Yeah, a lot of people called in. If they started in the north, then they'd go all the way.
I mean, I could see Andy Burnham, who I think is great, just looking beyond frustrated. Imagine.
OK. Let's move on to another topic that's trending, which is WhatsApp is trending online. Now, this is all about Rishi Sunak is failing to hand over his WhatsApp messages from his time as Chancellor to the COVID-19 inquiry. Now, he said he changed phones and didn't back up the messages. Now, as someone who has changed phones recently, if you don't back up the messages, they do go. Yep. And if it's not only WhatsApp, there's another app that a lot of ministers use and journalists called Signal. And Signal, actually, you can't back up your messages. So if you change phone, they are gone. But for most people, they have automatic backup turned on, and loads of people have been coming on social media going, when I changed my phone, all my messages were still there.
We're sitting here saying that we are supposed to trust this government with our law and order. And here they are, not cooperating with the police, not handing over messages. It is blatant. Boris Johnson's refused as well. And they are absolutely unaccountable. Sunak did that wangy old speech about, integrity and accountability. And it's
professionalism.
Absolute beggar's belief.
Yeah.
I don't back up my WhatsApp. So
there you go. If you lose your phone, it's gone.
Except it isn't. You're correct. You get a new phone, it appears.
Only if you've got a backup on. Because if you don't switch it on, if you don't have it on, then it's not going to back everything up.
In the cloud either. It freaks me out.
There you go.
Yeah.
Don't trust the cloud.
I don't trust the cloud.
Well, I mean, where is it?
Exactly. Yeah, I don't want people to read what I have to say.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Now we know. Nicola, this Conservative Party conference is trending. This is the top video that we could find trending. Let's have a look at it before we talk about it. That's what's going on there, Nicola?
So Priti Patel dancing with Nigel Farage. And what I would say is, after talking about shoplifting and the fact that, people can't afford baby milk and nappies, they're having a lovely time. So that would be my issue with watching that. They don't seem to have a care in the world, do they?
Well, I feel it is my duty to say that that's what happens in party conferences of Labour, Conservatives, Lib Dems. They go out, they let their hair down. There's karaoke tonight, apparently. Well, I'm sure we'll have videos tomorrow of people murdering some song.
Usually people can't afford to eat tonight, but they can go out and have a wonderful time in a karaoke.
Yes, I think some people will look at it that way. As I said, others will look at it that the conference is all about people going up there, mixing, having a good time. It's all about sort of this was the GB News Party, getting journalists with MPs together, getting activists in the same room as the MPs. But yes, it's anyone name the song?
I love you, baby, but I don't know what it is.
Can't take my eyes off of you.
That's it, yeah. It's a classic.
Frank Sinatra.
It's a classic. There's multiple layers going on here. It's not a sort of piece of film that fills my heart with joy. Interesting in that sort of the proponent of Brexit, which has been a catastrophe, frankly, for many industries, for fishing, for farming, all the rest of it. And there he is, having a great time. But it's the GB News party, and Priti Patel made a very sort of weird speech for an ex-Home Secretary, sort of saying GB News is where it's all at. Now, that, is just, it doesn't really tally with how MPs are supposed to behave. And also, it's like, so what you're saying is that is your outlet for your propaganda, your opinion. You know, that just, and yet then they will take umbrage with the BBC. It's just extraordinary.
Again, everybody going up there, mixing and having a good time. I should say one thing on our WhatsApp story. Boris Johnson did hand over a large chunk of his WhatsApp messages, bar from a brief period.
So that's my fault. I made a sweeping statement.
Sweeping statement, but it's all right. That's what we're here for, just to make sure that it's all good and proper. Now, we're going to move on now.